You guys, my guys, welcome to the Dog World TV. I'm your host, Ahmad Khalif Olieng, and today we are stepping in Kibos within Kisumu County to visit one Mr. Oliver at the XTREME Kennels. Remember, this is your only channel and only channel whereby you'll be learning more about dog breeding, and if you're interested in dog handling, dog training, don't go far away. This is the best place whereby you'll be learning more and more about that. So, stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share our content. Don't forget to press the notification button so anytime we upload our content or we go live, you'll be the first one to receive it. Now, much of actions and less of talk.
My name is Oliver Omondi. I'm a Kenyan citizen based in Kisumu town. I stay in Ogango, this side of Kibos Road, on my way to Kibos Road. My kennel name is Kisumu XTREME Kennels X, and that is the name I use. That's the brand. That is my brand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, in XTREME Kennels, what kind of breeds do you do here?
Okay, at XTREME Kennels, I keep a variety of dogs. I keep German Shepherds. I keep Rottweilers. I keep Bobbles, and I also have Saint Bernard in the same line. And at times I keep Maltese Terrier, but I always keep them for pets. From most of my clients, especially lady clients, love Maltese Terrier, so that is why mostly I keep them for ladies and kids. Yeah.
Why the specific choice of German Shepherd, Barbels, Rottweilers? Yeah.
It's because of security. It's because of the security. Because you know the inflation in the country has changed everything, and everything has changed in the country. There are so much robbery, there's a lot of things that have changed. So I'm keeping German Shepherds because of the demand is high. The demand for German Shepherd and Rottweilers are high, and the demand for security are high. And you see, these are basically the best breeds for security. So when I keep German Shepherds and Rottweiler, they do well for security, especially because even if you check with most of the big companies, the dogs that are easy to train, they're easy to handle, they're easy to manage, and they are good guard dogs are Rottweiler and German Shepherds. Yeah.
So basically, when you talk about security, for a person of going this, is it necessary or is it a must for you to train your dog?
Yeah, dog training is a must, because you see most of my dogs, some of them go for guard. Like some of my dogs guard the universities, some of the local universities around. They are being picked in the evening, and they're being brought back in the morning. So it's basic training is a must. You can't keep dogs without training, but because their performance will so much depend on the training. So without training, you can't work. We must have a working line and obedient and trainable dogs for them to perform.
Maybe if you could just break it down in terms of training. At what age do they start their training, and at what age does it end, or is it a continuous process?
Training is a long-term process, and training never ages like in human being, because training starts as early as 6 weeks, because you normally start with potty training. You train the dogs where to go out. So potty training is done from 6 weeks to around 2 months. Then the basic obedience training. From there, the introduction training. So training is a continual process, and it's a gradual process. And the main course of training now is around when the dogs are 6 months. That is why training comes in various ways. You train dogs depending with how you want the dog to be. If I need a dog to be a sniffer, I need a dog to be a guard dog, I need a dog to be just a normal pet for the compound. It depends. So training varies with individual, it varies with demand. If somebody needs an aggressive dog for guard, you can't train a guard dog as a sniffer dog. So it depends. It depends. But training is a continual process.
Uh, Now, just like a human being, yeah, we fall ill, yeah, get sick. So maybe in terms of the breeds that you already have here, what specific maybe illness can you say is so rampant with them? And if so, what remedy do you give them?
For illness, there are so many types of illness in breeding. I'll start with one from puppies when the dogs are given birth. We always have most sometimes the puppy when the litter comes out. We normally have stillbirth. Stillbirth is like a disease because you lose puppies through stillbirth. Then from there we have different types of virus. Like the main virus that comes between 5 weeks to 12 weeks, that is the parvovirus. And from there are so many diseases here. There's so many diseases coming in dogs. Also depending with temperature. Also we have tick fever. We have different fleas that bring diseases. We have hygienical diseases that also affect the animals, especially when they are kept in places that the hygiene is not maintained, no proper washing, no sanitization. You don't control ticks and what. It's a problem all through. So there are so many types of diseases in breeding dogs.
So in such a case, what solution do you offer to them should they get ill from one of the mentioned diseases that you've just stated?
The first thing I'll say that you should maintain high hygiene at all standards. The hygiene should always be high. The dogs should be clean at all costs. You make sure you use proper medicine to clean them, and you make sure the dogs sleep well, so that at least you'll really control the cost of expenditure on dogs, because medication and treatment of dogs is so expensive. And we have different types of veterinaries around, and it's so expensive because suppose a veterinary doctor visits your kennel. At the end of the day, you'll end up spending a lot of money, but it's worth the cost because there is no investment without expenditure.
Speaking about vets, do we have enough vets within Kisumu County to take care of such cases?
We have professional vets within Kisumu County. We have professional vets, and they are there in plenty. We have professional, and they are there in plenty.
You talked something about temperatures, and as we know, Kisumu is well known for being warm. Is this the rightful environment for dog breeding? Maybe whatever breed. What's your take on this?
Okay, according to environment, with the experience that I have, it's good for dogs with especially short coat dogs, because you see the long coats are preferably well with cold temperatures. But when it's hot, the dogs, the coat should be not so hairy, so it doesn't especially breeds like Saint Bernard, like Neapolitan Mastiff. They have so much problem when the temperature is so high. Especially that is why most of them are not here, because they don't treat well with the temperature. So German Shepherds do well, and the short Rottweilers do well. The short-coated dogs do very well here.
Maybe when we talk about human allergies, yeah, there are people who are so allergic to pets, not only dogs. Should such a person be maybe interested or maybe falls in love with their dog breeding, dog handling, but maybe they are, yeah, they are allergic to it. So how could these people maybe transform and be able to maybe handle dogs just for the love of the dogs?
Yeah, so basically I'll say that especially allergies produce so much, especially with dogs like Japanese Spitz, Maltese Terrier, dogs that have a lot of fur in their skin. So this is because when they emit the fur, that is where the allergy comes out now. So the best thing, there are dogs that a shortcut in nature. There are dogs that are, like I'll give you a good example of German Shepherds that are not long coat, Rottweilers that are not long coat. There are so many other breeds like Neapolitan Mastiff. They are good. Those are not. It's not easy to get allergy from dogs. Breeds like that. We have breeds that are with little hair in the skin in the coat. Yeah.
Now, in terms of feeding, you know, all the same, they are animals and they need to feed. So, what program do you have for your animals? How many times do they feed a day? Maybe what do you feed them? What is the expenditure? Maybe just to give a rough view or a rough figure.
Okay, for me, I spend a lot on food. And it depends. You see, like for the mature dogs, I feed them once a day. And it also depends when the dogs have puppies. When I have a litter, you know, I have to feed the breastfeeding puppy maybe twice or thrice a day so that milk production for the puppy is maintained. And it also depends with the health of the dog. You know, when a dog is not doing well health-wise, you increase the ratio, increase the quality of food that you give. So it's expensive. And also we have a problem in getting the correct feed. At times we have shortage of food in the market. So you need to prepare yourself, you keep enough stock so that at least, because you can't keep the dogs without food. They must eat. For the puppies, you feed them from 3 times. From by the time you do weaning to the time maybe you sell them. At puppy stage, you feed them thrice: in the morning, and at lunchtime, and in the evening. So you feed them probably 3 times. But for the mature dog, you can feed them maybe in the morning, once a day or twice a day, or also depending on the event that maybe you are going with the dog to a certain event. So that one will also matter on how many times you're going to feed the dog. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Now, when we come to maybe economic appreciation, of what benefit has your dogs been to you?
I'll say I've done a lot with the dogs. I've done a lot because it has been like part of my well-being. I get a lot of money from them. I maintain. They're easy. They maintain themselves. At times I'm being paid from the services they render to different people. They go for guard. They pay. I breed. I get puppies. I'm able to sell to make a living from it. So there are so many things I do with it's not a small, it's a good business. I'll say it's a good business.
Also, as we were seated, maybe having some soda over there, I was eavesdropping, and you talked something about not getting into this business of dog breeding or dog handling specifically because you want money. I mean, where did that comment come from?
Okay, dog breeding is so demanding, and it's an expensive adventure because the dog need to eat. They don't have holidays. They don't have off. It's like bringing 2 or 3 extra members of the family, because you know what they eat, especially what they eat. Like I feed my dogs on meat, rice, and chicken, and you know, affording, like for me, maybe I can eat chicken once a week, and for the dogs, they eat chicken every day. So if at all you're not prepared, it's not an easy adventure. And I'll say that I go for the business because it's also my passion. It needs to come from inside. You just don't go into dog business if you're not prepared. I'll say it's like a sport. First you train, then you perform, then at the end of it, the income comes. But the income comes after a lot of training. So it's so demanding. It's not something that you wake up from or you see from somebody, then you also want to. First, you need to have that passion of keeping dogs, because it's not an easy thing. It's so demanding, it's so expensive, and it's so costly. Even though it has some return, but it's so costly.
So here at Extreme Kennels, how many dog handlers do you have, including yourself?
Including myself, I'll say 3. I have 3 dog handlers. I have a handler who takes the dogs to the show. I have a handler who helps me to wash the dogs, to keep the kennels clean, and to also make sure that all the errands in the farm are running. So I'll say that I have 3 handlers with me, so that at least the hygiene is maintained, because even if you see the puppies are well, the hygiene is well, the cleanliness is up to standard. So that to make sure that, because the dogs need to be washed every Sunday, like today is a Sunday, I wake up very early in the morning to make sure that all the dogs are washed.
Okay.
They're washed and groomed and made very clean.
As you give your parting shot, maybe somebody who wants to contact you, maybe they want to buy a puppy for breeding, maybe they want training. So where are your contacts? How can they find you at Extreme Kennels, as you give your parting shot also?
Extreme Kennel is there in my Facebook page, and also my name is there, Oliver Omondi. Oliver Omondi Matthew, you visit me in my Facebook page, and also the Extreme Kennels, and I'll also give out my contact to whoever maybe want to reach me. But if you go to Extreme Kennels Kisumu, you'll just text me or communicate to me throughout. And I'm there on WhatsApp, I'm there on Instagram, on Facebook, everything. Whenever you want to get me, you'll always get me there.
So give us your parting shots as we close our functions for the day here at Extreme Kennels.
It's to encourage people to keep dogs. Farming is good. Farming is paying. It's good. It's good. You can earn a living through this, even though it's so expensive. To start is expensive, but once you are there, you pick, it's good. So I'll encourage people to keep dogs, because you'll sleep safely, you'll enjoy dogs. They are good friends. They are very loyal friends. They are very honest friends. There is no day a dog will ever betray you. If you want to trust anything on this earth, you need to trust the dog, because there is no day you'll go wrong with your dogs.
Thank you so much.
I'm Laureen Omondi. I'm the handler. Yeah, I'm the handler at Extreme Kennels. I'm the one in charge of all the dogs, seeing their well-being, how they're eating, how they're faring. I'm the one in charge.
So maybe what's your routine with the dogs on a daily basis?
Basically, from morning.
Yes.
From morning, most of them eat twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Yeah, we have special food for puppies, for expectant mothers, and for breastfeeding mothers. Yeah.
So I'll really like you to maybe take us around and show us here at Extreme Kennels. Now that you are the handler, show us what to do. It's time.
Okay.
Let's go on.
Okay, so this is where we keep our puppies. Yes. These ones are 2 months old puppies. Yeah, these are German Shepherds. Registered German Shepherds.
I can see he knows you. Yeah, he's trying to talk to you.
No, yeah, they know.
Yes. How many are they?
They are 5 in number. Yeah.
The other one is sleeping over there. Could there be a problem, or is he just resting?
No, they're just resting because they're fully vaccinated. We have a doctor who comes over to see how they're doing. Yeah.
That's good. So
This is Zico.
she's very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Because we have our personal trainer.
Oh, that's good. I can see some Rottweilers over there.
Yeah, we have Rottweilers.
Yes.
This is Susie.
This is Susie and Susie and T-Bone. Oh,
Yeah.
so Susie and T-Bone are very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Tell them you're good friends.
Yeah, they were kids.
And I can see they're very protective of you.
Yeah. Very protective. They're very protective. But people are humble. Like Susie is not humble at all.
You mess with her and you get it.
You mess with her, you will get it. Yeah. But here, like best friends.
Yes, sure.
They are our best friends. Yeah.
Wow, I'm seeing someone over there.
This is our Saint Bernard.
Go closer.
This is my Brandy.
Brandy.
This is Brandy.
How old?
Brandy is
9 months. Wow.
9 months old.
And you could say he's grown.
Yeah, we could yeah. She's I her when
Of course. Oh.
Brandy is very
Good.
friendly.
Brandy. Wow. So, what you were saying?
Brandy is very friendly. I got Brandy when she was 6 weeks old. 6 weeks old.
So, what breed is he?
Brandy is a Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard. Wow. She's walking like a queen, you see. Yeah.
Well, I think because she's our favorite one. Yeah, according to me, she's my favorite.
Well, and of course friendly, of course.
She's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like I always call her my last one.
Last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, 9 months.
She's the
Yeah.
favorite one. She's not aggressive. She's very friendly, even with the kids,
So,
visitors.
so for very specific, for what purposes? Okay. What about
This
the
is-
Bobo?
This is Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah, this is she's a female one. She's very friendly.
Good. Do that again. Do that again so that they can capture on camera.
Zoe, sit down. Zoe, sit. Sit.
Good girl.
Sit down. Sit. Wait. Sit. Sit down. Don't wait. Sit down. Sit.
Good, 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 good. Yeah, she's obedient. I can see.
She's very obedient and very manageable. When you'll buy German Shepherd or Rottweiler or Brandy, Brandy was 150,000 for Saint Bernard puppies. The 150,000. So if you cross them, the value will go down. Value you won't get value for your money because you won't even sell it to anybody because it's a
150,000 Kenya shillings, and she's grown. She was around 8 weeks old. Yeah, and for the bauble it was around 100,000. She was around 10 weeks old, and she's grown. She's around 3 years now. Yeah, it requires capital because it's an investment that we are going to spend money non-stop throughout, because you need to buy food for them throughout, medication for them. While they are young, they are so expensive, but when you go on, it's an investment. An investment must have capital.
His name is Zico. Stop.
Thank you so much.
Why must the houses be raised?
Oh, for hygienic, we raise the houses so that it's easy to clean, to make sure that it's easy to spray, it's easy to wash, so that the ticks can't, ticks produce when they fall down. So we raise the houses so that it's easy to clean. You can clean inside, the hygiene is clean, mites can't stay there, so we raise them hygienically so that we maintain the hygiene.
So it's a general maybe animal keeping arrangement.
And also aeration.
They always have to be raised.
Yeah, because even the circulation of air is good, because you see the kennels, there is space so that they enjoy enough air. You'll always meet us at the Dog TV. That is a place you need to subscribe, and they are there in Instagram. They're also there in their Facebook page. So for anybody, I request most of you to subscribe to Dog TV. That is a place you learn more about dogs, and that's the school where we are going to bring dogs so closer to you than you've ever thought you'd be.
Now, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like our videos and also share them. Should you have any comment that maybe or any question with regards to dog rearing, dog breeding, then feel free to do that. I'm your host, Ahmed Khalif Olien. Till next time, when we learn more. Bye.